Distinguished Pan American aviation safety leaders, friends, and colleagues, I wish to express today special recognition to the government of Brazil for hosting this year's summit. Despite the fact that I am providing these remarks virtually due to other commitments as Secretary to the ICAO Council, I would like to underscore that your in-person presence represents another very important step towards putting this pandemic behind us and reconnecting the world. ICAO's latest analysis revealed clear signs of a strong global recovery in air traffic, characterized by increasing states, airlines, and public confidence in air travel, and a range of regional improvements in the facilitation of air transport by reducing and removing restrictions and requirements. The number of passengers carried from January to April 2022 increased by 65% compared to the same period last year, while aircraft flying departures increased by 30%. Airline flight seats capacity grew by 32% during the same period, and with continuing supportive conditions for travel demand, ICAO is projecting a stronger overall recovery this year compared to last. These recovery indicators are highly encouraging, especially when we consider what we reopen travel, trade, and tourism markets and other positive economic and sustainability benefits mean for businesses and societies in the Americas. There is still much to be done, however, and I look forward to the point where we can announce the full recoveries of air transport in all world regions. ICAO's ongoing effort to work with the states and industry to reconnect the world continue at pace, and for ICAO's 41st Assembly this September, we have established innovation and resilience as the co-themes, with sustainability being a guiding consideration underlying each. We expect some important decisions from states on how to prioritize current efforts to digitalize a contactless travel experience and to promote more efficient assessments and standardization of the latest innovations in aircraft design and propulsion now taking place. Clearly, it is critical for economies and supply chains everywhere today that air transport collaboration amongst government and industry is reinforced. We also need to assure that our global community builds off current momentum towards a full return to pre-pandemic flight levels, even as parallel environmental and digital transformation progress continue to be made. Aviation safety underscores everything we accomplished in air transport. And during the pandemic, the global accident rate decreased as the total number of flights was curtailed. We should not forget, however, that between 2016 and 2019, the number of accidents annually showed a steady increase, and that as recovery proceeds and traffic volumes increase again, safety management and safety performance will be critical to recovery success. We have noted that the accident rate increased from 2 to 2.7 in 2021, with the higher rates of traffic being seen, and I would suggest that part of the building back better post-pandemic should be about curtailing and reversing that trend. Another priority should be the mental health of the pilots and skilled professionals who have borne so much of the pandemic's burden and are now being called upon again to shoulder the traffic recovery. We issued a notice at the outset of the pandemic drawing attention to these concerns, and we will continue to actively review the framework and associated guidance material to support mental health and safe human performance in aviation, no matter what the situation and irrespective of the cause. The Pan American region has been a leading safety region in the world for some time now, being the very first, for example, to implement a regional aviation safety group, or the RASC Pan American region. The collaborative RASC-PA framework has since become invaluable as a model for other world regions, and it continues to make essential contributions towards the identification and mitigation of the regional safety risks. We should also appreciate here the value of the coordination established between the RASC-PA and the Regional Planning and Implementation Group, the GREPECAS, which has translated into important joint projects and horizontal cooperation activities for the benefit of operation safety, capacity, and efficiency, but also the environment. Joint efforts undertaken between the ICAO North American, Central American, and Caribbean Regional Office and the South American Regional Office have also contributed importantly to these outcomes, and I want to recognize here the work of my colleagues in the organization, jointly supported by you, honored to be contributed to your outcomes. This region has also adopted a data-driven, project-based model for prioritizing risk mitigation activities, including the safety dashboards, now monitoring the level of implementation of the Global Aviation Safety Plan. This is of tremendous benefits to analysis and resource allocation, and to assuring that we continue to drive safety improvements in the Pan American region efficiently and cost-effectively. The resumption of the Pan American Aviation Safety Summit this year is another important sign on the road to recovery and an irreplaceable opportunity for states, industry, and users to exchange their ideas and enhance collaboration. This coordination is a must in our efforts to maintain a productive approach on managing safety and to keep all stakeholders actively engaged and committed. In concluding today, I would like to express how encouraged I was to see the 12 Pan American states that have now implemented and benefited from the ICAO Aviation Safety Risk Management Implementation Package, the IPAC. I also wish to applaud the performance of Pan American region countries with respect to their organization and commitment in responding to the events of the pandemic. Reconnecting the world to bring connectivity and prosperity back to global societies is a noble cause, now before us all. And how we coordinate together to manage safety risk alongside rapid traffic growth will be a key challenge in the months ahead. ICAO is tremendously grateful to have the RASPAC as an example of how efficiently and effectively safety can be managed and contributed to by states, and we will look forward to the outcomes of your coming discussions during this summit. I thank you very much.